Hi, my name is Nick Levine, and I'm here to do my call to action speech. I will introduce my audience. Have you always been curious about the medicinal benefits of marijuana? Have you always wondered why a plant could be illegal? Marijuana is considered a Schedule I drug federally, and this creates a lot of problems when trying to review the legality behind it and whether or not people can use it as a medicinal or recreational drug. With all these strict laws and regulations, states are exploiting loopholes to give their citizens the right to purchase marijuana legally under state law. But under the eyes of the feds, it is still highly illegal. For an example, in Colorado, it is legal to buy marijuana recreationally if you are over 21, but it's illegal to consume it or smoke it in any public park or in public view. This puts the user in a tough situation as they could be charged with a crime if they don't consume in the correct area. The problem is that the law hasn't advanced with time. We are at a day and age now that consuming cannabis is more accepted not only for medical use, but also for recreational use. The federal laws are making it difficult for the medicinal user, recreational user, dispensary owners, and also the workers in the states who have to regulate all of this. It would make it a lot easier to control if it were federally legal and the feds put their own regulations in regard to medicinal and recreational cannabis. A universal law would ease the minds of medical users and also make it easier for dispensaries to operate properly. My solution to this ever-growing issue would be to propose the federal government a bill that properly regulates and oversees the medical and recreational marijuana industry. This bill would include laws and regulations that would apply to every state and every dispensary. It would include the proper licenses needed to operate a dispensary and also the proper licenses to purchase the cannabis. It would include age restrictions and restrictions on those who have committed felonies and other violent crimes. It would include proximity laws that would prohibit any dispensary being within a mile of any school. If this were successful, I can imagine a nationwide industry working flawlessly. I can visualize medical patients happily using their medicine in whichever state they live in and not have to move for their medicine. Felons and other violent criminals would be denied this right, making it a privilege. People who are in dire need of medicine would be able to have access to it easier and at a more affordable cost. Making it federally legal could also open the door for it to be picked up by health insurance, which would be kind of a cool thing down the road. It is imperative that we come up with some sort of universal law regarding medicinal and recreational marijuana. Too many people are getting wrongfully imprisoned, and people are losing their businesses over DEA raids that are conducted at the federal level. If we create a more clear law, it will be easier to regulate as an industry, and more patients will have easier and more affordable access to their medicine. Just like the cannabinoid CBD, our government needs to legalize the use of THC. CBD has already made a positive impact in the medical world and has relieved many humans and animals of illnesses and injuries. A prime example is my dog Malachi, who uses CBD basically every day because he has basically fatty masses that he's developed because he's about 10 years old now. So we give him CBD about every morning, sometimes at night, and we've noticed a big difference in the size difference. It's toned them down a lot, almost to the point where they're not even noticeable. And this is the little jar that we use.